Howdy guys, in today's video TruCUT RDWorks, we're going to be looking at a feature located on your cut property bar for locking the aspect ratio when you scale objects. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, back in the program here. Now, when it comes to the lock aspect ratio feature, it is rather simple to use, but there's a few things to keep in mind when working with it. Now, also just a quick reminder, this is a mini series on the cut property bar, and I will leave relevant links in the description so you guys can follow along. Now, if we had to navigate here to our cut property bar, you'll see we've got this little lock. At the moment, the lock is open, so it is the aspect ratio is not locked. However, there is something to keep in mind, but let's first head into this, then I will show you what I mean. So now let's say we've got this little cube here. Now if I had to scale the width, let's say we make this something like 300, just enter, you'll see the width is scaled to 300, while the other one is still to, what is that, 118. So I'll make it 120 just so that to simplify things. Now if I had to scale the top one back to, or rather to 120, make it a square again. If I had to now enable this little lock button. Now if I scale either the width or the height or the percentage, it will automatically scale the other value relevant to the original shape. So if I had to go here, scale this one to 200 like we did before, press enter, you'll see it scales the entire object. Now if you did have, like, let's say a more unique shape, it will keep the shape of, or will keep the aspect ratio of the shape. So if I had to make this now 120, we'll see it keeps the aspect ratio. So that is something to keep in mind, which can be quite handy. So you don't have to waste a lot of time. Let's say you have something that's a specific size and you have to scale it up, and you just throw your lock on and then you type in a new value. But what you might notice, this is that little caveat I was speaking about, or that little catch, and that is the aspect ratio lock is on now, as you can see. Now if I had to scale this here in this bottom right corner, we can see it is still locked. But then if we had to now unlock this, if I go in this corner, it is still locked. So that is something to keep in mind, that when you're working, you might think, okay, the aspect ratio is on this bottom lock, but when it's actually unlocked. So just keep that in mind. If you want to scale this one individually, you're going to have to use these side points. Otherwise, it's going to act as if it is locked. So I know in the beginning it's a bit confusing. So a lot of programs will use this relevant to your design area as well. So it's just something to keep in mind. So if this lock is on, or off, if you're using these points, it's going to keep the aspect ratio locked. So it is more relevant to your cut property bar way of editing. Otherwise, yeah, that is it on locking your aspect ratio. So once again, just quick recap. If you're using your scale for the width, height, or percentage, then when this lock is closed, it locks your aspect ratio, and when it's unlocked, it unlocks your aspect ratio. So if we had to head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares to cover, and also you can isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the videos you're looking for, just go here, request a training video, and then we will make that video for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.